Yeah, I will read it. नाचा तस् क्या हो रहा है भैया नाचा तस्मान् मनुष्येषु कश्चिन् मे प्रियकृतमा. There is no servant in this world more dear to me than he, nor will there ever be one more dear. If one sincerely tries his best to spread Krishna consciousness by preaching the glories of the Lord and his supremacy, even if he is imperfectly educated, he becomes the dearmost servant of the Supreme Personality of Godhead. This is bhakti. Okay?
It's true.
But it will play like last time. Last time it didn't play. Only I am seeing myself. No one else seeing me.
I hope it should come this time.
Okay, it will come.
It's true. It's live.
It looks.
See.
Oh, okay. Thank you, Prabhu.
Today I'll take my own laptop.
Oh, this is somebody else. It's not yours.
No, mine not leave it.
Oh, you take something else. Thank you so much. You are so merciful. Oh, that's what is needed. This verse also on that only. Okay. कहाँ गया मैं? Yeah, I am here. Okay. There is no servant in this world more dear to me than he, nor will there ever be one more dear. If one sincerely tries his best to spread Krishna consciousness by preaching the glories of the Lord and his supremacy, even if he is imperfectly educated, he becomes the dearmost servant of the Supreme Personality of Godhead. This is bhakti. As one performs this service for humanity without discrimination between friends and enemies, the Lord becomes satisfied and the mission of one's life is fulfilled. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu therefore advised everyone to become a Guru devotee and preach Krishna consciousness. Yare dheka thare kaha Krishna upadesha. That is the easiest way to realize the Supreme Personality of Godhead. By such preaching, the preacher preaches are also satisfied. Huh? Preacher becomes satisfied, and those to whom he preaches are also satisfied. This is the process of bringing peace and tranquility into the entire world. भोक्तरम यज्ञ तपसम सर्वलोक महेश्वरम सुरदम सर्वभूतानम ज्ञात्वा माम shantim prachati. One is expected to understand these three formulas of knowledge concerning the Supreme Lord. That He is the Supreme Enjoyer. That He is the proprietor of everything. And that He is the best well wisher and friend of everyone. A preacher should personally understand these truths and preach them to everyone. Then there will be peace and tranquility all over the world. The word Suradam, friendliness, is very significant in this verse. People are generally ignorant of Krishna consciousness, and therefore, to become their best well wisher, one should teach them about Krishna consciousness without discrimination. Since the Supreme Lord Vishnu is situated in the core of everyone's heart, every body is a temple of Vishnu. One should not misuse this understanding as an excuse for such words as Dharidra Narayana. If Narayana lives in the house of a Dharidra, a poor man, this does not mean that Narayana becomes poor. He lives everywhere, in the houses of the poor and those of the rich. But in all circumstances, he remains Narayana. To think that he becomes either poor or rich is a material calculation. He is always Shad Aishwarya Purna, full in six opulences. in all circumstances. Okay. Prabhupada ki jai. Om Ajnanatimirandasya Jananjana Salakaya Chakshurmit. What is ये क्या कर रहे हैं भैया? इसको बंद करो चलो. इसको बंद करो चलो. It is echoing. It is Oh, it's live, it comes here. Huh? Yeah, okay. Okay, all right. Om Ajnanatimirandasya Jananjana Salake Chakshurunmittamena Tasme Shuruguruve Namaha Nama Om Vishnupadaya Krishna Prestaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Swamiti Namini Namaste Saraswate Devam Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Pachati Deshatarine Namo Mahavadanyaya Krishna Prema Pradayate Krishnaya Krishna Chaitanya Namne Gauratvishe Namaha Sri Chaitanya Manobishtam Stapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kada Mahyam Dadati Swapadantikam Vandeham Sri Guru Sri Yuta Padagamalam Sri Gurun Vaishnavamsham Sri Rupam Sagrajatam Sagana Raghunathan Vitam Tam Sajivam Sadhvaitam Savadutam Parijana Saitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Sri Radha Krishna Padan Sagana Lalita Sri Vishakanitam Cha He Krishna Karuna Sindho Dina Bandho Jagatpate Gopesha Gopika Kant Radha Kant Namastute He Krishna Karuna Sindho Dina Bandho Jagatpate Gopesha Gopika Kant Radha Kant Namastute He Krishna Karuna Sindho Dina Bandho Jagatpate Gopesha Gopika Kant Radha Kant Namastute Tapta Kanchana Gaurangi Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Vrishabhanusute Devi Pranamami Haripriye Tapta Kanchana Gaurangi Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Vrishabhanusute Devi Pranamami Haripriye Tapta Kanchana Gaurangi Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Vrishabhanusute Devi Pranamami Haripriye Vancha kalpatarubhya cha kripa sindhobhyev cha patitanam pavanebhyo vaishnavabhyo namo namaha Vancha kalpatarubhya cha kripa sindhobhyev cha patitanam pavanebhyo vaishnavabhyo namo namaha Vancha kalpatarubhya cha kripa sindhobhyev cha Patitanam pavanebhyo Vaishnavabhyo namo namaha Jai Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Sri Advaita Gadadhar Sri Vasadi Gaura Bhakta Vranda Jai Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Sri Advaita Gadadhar Sri Vasadi Gaura Bhakta Vranda Jai Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Sri Advaita Gadadhara Sri Vasadi Gaura Bhakta Vranda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare Hare. Okay, Hare Krishna. This is a very important verse. Now here Prahlad Maharaj is preaching to his classmates, our school friends. Earlier it was not a classroom like present day we have what we have. With the earlier it was Gurukul. The children they live in the ashram, that Gurukula, the school itself. Let us say The present moment, of course, school is different and ashram is different. If they are dormitory, students live there, and earlier it was together. And only when the teachers come and teach, at the time they assemble together and they preach. Now, when teachers are not there because they went for a lunch or anything, at that time Prahlad Maharaj was taking a chance to preach to his classmates or friends. There is no different classes, or now you have different classes. Earlier it's all one together, one class. All everybody advanced or not advanced, everybody together. They learn everything, and as per one's needs, they learn from their gurus. The guru, whoever the gurus are there, they are preaching. So they learn, and it's all the teachings are. It's not a different subject nowadays. Now, electrical engineer, mechanical engineer, or lawyer, teacher or anything. Different fields are there nowadays. Earlier, all together, everybody need to learn everything. Now it's in specialized characters. Earlier it was different characters. And in this case, here Prahlad Maharaj, 5 years old boy, but still he is not 5 years old at all. He is a living entity, time immemorial. He is much advanced and everything. Not only he, everybody, all living entities. It's not, although we may get a 5 years old body, we are born just now, but we are not in this world the new. We are new to that atmosphere and that situation. We are new, but actually we are not new in this material world. We are so many lives we went on in that this material world. We are very experienced, very knowledgeable also. But what happens is, although we have all the knowledge the living entity has, but when he goes to the new body, all those knowledge is gone. It's only things what he remembers is whatever he had practiced towards the Supreme Personality of Godhead. As a devotion service he did, that is being carried forward, jiva after jiva after, life after life after life. But whatever the material activities that living entity has done, it is finished, all gone. Accumulated so much of wealth, so much of property, he had so many things, and you were a king and everything. All those things are gone completely, but devotional service is going with him. But one other thing also goes with him, not only devotional service, the reactions to whatever the action he has done, that also goes with him. Together with the devotional service, those whatever the reactions to the activities he does, that also goes with him. Accordingly, he gets a new body. His new parents are created based on the activity he did, material performance. It is based on this devotion service he did, plus the material performance. Whatever the material activities did, based on that, he gets a family, he gets a father and mother, he goes in a particular mother's womb, where his future life, the reactions, what he has to suffer or enjoy, is is enclosed in that particular family, in that particular mother, where he is will be born in that particular family. This future life is according to that it will be created. Now, that living entity which was born in a particular mother, he has bought all those things, devotion service, and plus his karmic reactions, good or bad, everything he bought. He is supposed to enjoy that. Whatever good karma he did, he is supposed to enjoy. And also, whatever bad karma he did, he has to suffer for that. That situation will be created if he doesn't do anything else. If he doesn't do anything else, whatever is written, like he has been destined to do, it will happen. But if he does something else, because human beings, when we are born to do activities, and also we are gone with the three modes of material nature. So our material nature will, time to time it changes. It doesn't remain same. We are not always in the sattva guna. Sometimes we become very passionate. Sometimes we ignorance, just sleep and like that. And sometimes we are in sattva guna. But here for Krishna consciousness, to be a devotee, remain always in a devotion service, we have to be always in sattva guna. But this situation has come. We are born in a new family. A new situation is there. We don't know anything, and we have to develop that. When we develop, what are the circumstances we have? What are the association we get? Accordingly, we get molded. Suppose our brother, my brother, whoever older to me, he is a demonic guy, a demonic person. Although I have so much of devotional background, he will be influencing me. So in my life future. So accordingly, so we are, according to our now what type of parents we have. Of course, which is destined, your parents will like this and all, so that you can pursue your future reactions, you enjoy or suffer. But still, if your suppose happens, your father or mother, they are very devoted, like it's a Brahmanical family or anything, or after your birth, those people become very devotional. So then your course changes. Suppose after your birth, those become demoniac who are already devout, then your course will change. So accordingly, now the living entity will be in that particular situation. Now he develops. In developing, the Prahlad Maharaj, what he is trying to preach here. So Prahlad Maharaj knows because he learned in his mother's womb only the devotion service to the Supreme Lord. Supreme Lord is all in one. Supreme Lord is not separate, all in one. In everybody's heart, the Supreme Lord is there. He is all pervasive. He is Paramatma and all pervasive. You are not only Paramatma, in each living entity's body he is there, but he is there in matter also. This matter also comes out of him only. It is nothing separate from the Supreme Lord. Everything is Supreme Lord. We can't anything we can't neglect. It's all Supreme Lord. That particular attitude we may have to have. That's what Prahlad Maharaj is teaching here. Although they're enemies, this somebody we may consider is enemy because he is inimical to me. That's why he is my enemy. But that he also has the Supreme Personality of Godhead within his heart. So we have to see the Supreme Person in each body. Each person we meet, each animal we see, that we have to consider is the part of the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Sometimes we get a situation. We are in a difficult situation, very difficult situation. At that time, we don't know what to do. At that time, somebody comes and helps us. And that's also Supreme Personality of Godhead in that particular form came and helped you. So that we have to consider this help has come from the Supreme Person. So not, of course, you have to be very conscious of that. It means Prahlad Maharaj's teaching is we should not discriminate. We should not, judge somebody is a bad person. He could be a bad person, but we should not judge he is a bad person and give him bad treatment. No, you have to give good treatment only. Whatever supposed to that particular individual has to get that treatment, he has to get it. You can't neglect him. So don't neglect. So, but especially that somebody you don't know, some new person comes and you may judge him or maybe, but he may be the Supreme Personality of Godhead. He is the Supreme Personality of Godhead because Supreme Personality of Godhead within him it is there. Maybe comes to you as an enemy, but the Supreme Lord is there because in our core of heart, it's called Antaratma. Antaratma says, oh, you have to treat him well because Atithyo Deva Devabha. So all the time, whenever any friends comes, we have to treat them very well. We can't ignore anybody. So that's our duty. That's how we develop Krishna consciousness. Now here in the purport, Srila Prabhupada stresses very much on preaching Krishna consciousness because we have to spread Krishna consciousness because this material world is full of demoniac. This material world means it's against all the principles, demoniac things in this, especially in Kali Yuga. Kali Yuga, especially, it's all other way around. Yes, lot of Kaler doshanide rajan asti eko mahan guna kirtana deva krishnasya mukta sangha param brajed. That's what the situation is in Kali Yuga. We are there. It's always topsy-turvy, everything. But so only good thing is When we preach Krishna consciousness, when we follow the devotional service, so everything will be taken. That's the greatest, because devotional service in Kali Yuga is very easy. In other ages, because at that time we did not have Sankirtana. Sankirtana was bought by Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Before that, Sankirtan was not there. Devotion service, we do Archa Vigraha and everything. Then we do meditation. Meditation on Lord Vishnu. His activities and the meditation, deep meditation. Of course, meditation we can do now also. But the same in meditation, we have to, do lot of concentration. You have to completely forget where you are existing. Completely, you think of Krishna and you was do, deep dive in it. But in Sankirtana, it is not that. We don't have to do that. Dive in it. Automatically dives. When we chant Krishna and dance, it automatically we forget everything. Sometimes we dance here, you totally forget. We jump here and there, and we don't know who is surrounded. Because you totally, because of that, at that time you are not in meditation. That is also meditation, deeper meditation, like just like all the saints who goes in Himalayas and do the meditation, the same thing, but without doing that, the jumping and chanting, the Sankirtana is the same thing, same benefit you get, even more benefit than that, because here by meditation you sit in a very secluded place and do meditation on Krishna, okay, and you think of all his pastimes and your Krishna, totally you are immersed in that. But when you do Sankirtana here, you totally forget that also. You chant only Krishna. In this, in that you benefited only yourself. But in this, you benefited so many who are watching. So you benefited. So this Sankirtana is more beneficial than the deep meditation. So that's why the preaching in Kali Yuga is very essential, very good. And here Prabhupada says in his purpose, even if you are imperfect, you don't have to be perfect. Actually, one has to be perfect to preach. We have to become a self-realized soul, then we can preach. It becomes very effective. When we are self-realized, we realize the situation and we are talking about that situation. This is very forceful, powerful. Because I am not realized, if I talk about preaching or realization, that's only outside. It's not reaches deep into that person's heart, because I am not self-realized. Like once time it was said, one great personality, one mother went and said, my child is eating sugar, so you tell my child not to eat because he may listen to you. He's not listening to me. Then that particular personality, whoever advanced personality, he said, okay, ask your child to come after 10 days or something like that, then I will tell him. So he didn't tell him immediately because he was also eating. Then after 10 days, the child came, said, you stop eating sugar. So because that was very powerful. If you would have been told at the time, stop eating, because you will be, out and out, and you will not reach to his heart, the deep into heart. That's why if somebody is a self-realized soul, he preaches to somebody, that goes to heart, he becomes immediately converted. And if we are out, and that's also okay, because we are doing devotional service. We may be imperfect, but still preaching is okay, because we are bringing that particular living entity to Krishna. Because the human body, especially human body, in the human body, devotions to service to Krishna is the most important thing. All then these all material activities. In the material activities, only pure material satisfaction for your outer body. It's not the inner body. For inner body or soul, the subtle body, the mind, intelligence, all those are purified when we do devotional service. When we do karmic activities, earning money, artha, kama, and all those things, in that soul doesn't get, our mind and all those intelligence doesn't get purified. That is actually it comes in clumsy, because it thinks of all material impurities get into it. When you do devotional service, they're all purified. They get purified. So that's why even when we preach to somebody else, although we are imperfect, we may be imperfect, but still we preach. Like we go to Harinam and all those things. We talk to and do Harinam. So people hear. That's also beneficial. Even once they hear the holy name, that's getting purified. Although they like it or they don't like it. So many people don't say, hey, help, get out here. Sometimes if we go and give a card or give a book, they say, oh, no, no, it's okay, we are all fine. So even that particular small moment, small momentary meeting to him and talking to him is beneficial for him because that impacts on him. So whatever we do, even imperfectly in devotional service, it will be very good for ourselves. And by doing that, so our situation increases. We are doing devotional service to Krishna. Of course, only thing we should not take pride on that, and take the credit for us. Whenever we do devotional service, we have to give the credit to the Supreme Person. It's not me doing, it is Krishna is doing. So although we are able to go and preach somebody and somebody listens to us, he is not listening to me. He is listening to Krishna. His message is Krishna. I am only a mediator, postman, or whatever you can think. Even we don't have to think postman because Paramatma is sitting within us. Is Paramatma is talking, not me. Paramatma is talking, Paramatma is doing. When we have that attitude, automatically that benefit it comes to him as well as to me also. So two-way benefit. In Kali Yuga, especially this is possible. And because of the Sankirtana, it is beneficial for the whole world. Earlier, meditation, if somebody does deep meditation, it's very good. Meditation is, you will be getting self-realized, we get all the knowledge, everything, but it's for himself only. Of course, after he realizes, he can preach others. So many people he can influence. It's not lost at all. But at that time, that procedure is okay, and this time, this procedure is okay. So this time, if you do Sankirtan, wherever Sankirtan is going on, it is atmosphere is very purified. Wherever you chanting is going on, you feel very nice. Wherever otherwise, drunkards and all those things, clubs and all those things, you feel, yeah, I don't want to go there. When you Sankirtana going, some devotional service is going on, you feel like going there and sitting there and hearing. But whenever we go, some situations where that's not like that. We don't like that. We are actually, we feel very morose. Morose means we feel don't feel happy. Atma is not satisfied. Sometimes it happens for those who are not in devotional service. They go to club and eat all those things, watch a movie and all those things. They feel they're entertained. That entertainment is actually it impurities you are putting into your mind and heart, and you are getting into the contamination. You are getting contaminated. So here we are purified, there we are contaminated. So we have to select between this. Here actually, Prahlad Maharaj says, so only in this age you should be doing devotion service to the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Although Prahlad Maharaj says children of the demoniacs, also because that community is totally demonic. Because Prahlad Maharaj also born in a demon family. He is a demon family, and everything is demoniac at that time. He says we should not be demoniac, and he is preaching to those demoniac children would have been become demoniac, but because of Prahlad, they would not have been demoniac. Although in the future they are great kings and all those things, all those children who were there, learning with Prahlad Maharaj, they must have been become great personalities. Although their history is not there, we are not. It didn't come in Bhagavatam, but they must have been very advanced. Oh, very advanced. They must have been liberated also. So many, all the souls, whoever the Prahlad Maharaj, definitely get liberated and gone back to Godhead. So similarly, what we need to do, what is our duty now? Our duty is to preach Krishna consciousness and ourselves practice also. Not only preaching, we have to practice. We practice ourselves very nicely, as that particular Mahatma said, for sugar eating that child. So if we do it, then preach to them, it's very effective. Before we preach, it may not be effective, but still it is not bad. For newcomers, or sometimes we take the newcomers also, come to Harinam, come to Harinam. One thing is he is purified and somebody else also purified, getting purified by hearing. So that's why our total engagement has to be always think of Krishna and do devotional service to Krishna and preach others about Krishna. When we preach to others, now preaching to others, so our intention has to be that particular jiva has to get benefit out of it. What we do, he should get benefit out, not just for gimmick sake. Of course we can do the lip service also, but lip service doesn't. But when you do it from heart to help somebody, that is a greater effective. That is that touches that personality as well as it touches the supreme lord also. Oh, he did it very selflessly. See, selfish and selfless, two things. Selfless is always very beneficial to everybody if you do selfless. Our selfish is for you only. In that you get entangled yourself. So many difficulties. Suppose you do something for selfish motive, that's not beneficial. It doesn't last. Any material things for selfish purpose, we accumulate it. Any material things you accumulate for selfish purpose, my own purpose. If I get so many material things, I get money, I met this thing and accumulate it, what's the use? So many people are accumulating so lot of money, and at that last moment they go to hospital and they die in hospital. All those things are lost. Nothing, no beneficial also. They did earn. If you are earned very honestly, then you will not get that sickness and you don't have to die in a hospital. So actually you will be dying thinking of the supreme personality of Godhead. If you are distributed what you are earn sincerely with honest work or anything, honest activity, if you earn all those things and you distribute it, you get a lot of benefits out of it. But you earn the money with the criminal activities and distribute it, not only the person who enjoys it you give to, he will suffer, also you will suffer. Anything we do unethical and in a criminal nature and earn lot of, because you can see so many people, they try to teach poor, and especially it happens in India. They the cheat poor people and get their wealth and all those things, accumulate it and try to enjoy. And we see afterwards their children and all those things, they nowhere. Very badly their life, ending of their life is very bad. So we should not do anything, honestly do everything, accumulate wealth, it's okay, and distribute the wealth accordingly to the needy people, and that is very beneficial. And do as a service to that, whatever service we do to the needy people, I take as a service to the Supreme Lord, because Supreme Personality of Godhead is within their heart also, is there. And Krishna is seeing what we are doing. So that is beneficial for that individual as well as beneficial for us. So that's what Prahlad Maharaj is preaching here. We have to go out and preach and do good to others, not to bad, even for enemies. Don't enemical, don't be enemy. Enemies are okay. Enemies are needed because benefit of enemies is very good. So they criticize us. Whatever the criticism they make, one us criticism, our bad karmas are washed away. It goes away. Yes, one is we can improve. That's a good point. We can always improve. When somebody criticizes, I should not do that because somebody will criticize me. I'm fearful of I will not do it again. I will not try to do that. One is that. Also, our bad karma. Suppose I'm very good. Somebody purposely wants to criticize me. Oh, he's like this. He's like this. Oh, let them do his. It is very good for me because my bad karma is going away by his criticism. If I'm very sincere and he's just saying for because he is inimical to me, sometimes people criticize because of enmity also. Oh, he's useless. Okay, let me be useless. It's very good because in that case my whatever bad karma was there, it goes away. So enemies also welcome, friends also welcome. So we have to take all those things and everything we should devote to Krishna. And our mood has to be, it is service to Krishna. What we do is service to Krishna. Whatever we do, service to Krishna. When we have that mentality, and also preaching, especially here, Prabhupada is, stressing on the preaching because he wants to, forward his movement and preaching to everyone. This is very good actually. See, earlier in the, before Prahlad came to US, or he started preaching, nobody was knowing about Krishna consciousness. Anybody, no Krishna temple or anywhere, it was not there, except only that Bharata Varsha, and some lands which, like Afghanistan and all, which is Bharatakanda earlier. The Hindu temples were there, like Indonesia. Hindu temples are there because it was Bharatakanda earlier. But in the West, it was not there at all. But Prabhupada came afterwards, everywhere, every city there is a Iskcon temple. So that's preaching, because that's a purification. So wherever the Krishna consciousness is preached, it becomes very ideal place to live in. Earlier, nobody wants to come to, of course, people wants to come to US because of the material glamour. People want to come to US. Okay, I want to go to US. But at that time, they, forget about. Now, people come to US, then go to Iskcon temple, Hare Krishna temple. Temples are everywhere. Not only Iskcon temple, Hare Krishna temple, Hindu temples are there. Every city has an Hindu temple. Now here also Hindu temples are there. Other temples also come up so much. So that's the God consciousness. So God consciousness is spread everywhere. So we are doing that service, and we should keep on doing. That's what Prahlad Maharaj also preaching. He was preaching in Satya Yuga. Now we are in Kali Yuga, and it was very easy for us. At that time, he was saying always to his children, his classmates, he is preaching about devotional service. At that time, it was meditation and chanting Hari 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 Hari, doing meditation. Now we are chanting Hare Krishna and chanting everybody, and it is very easier. So not like deep meditation you have to do. It is simpler, and we can do it, and you have to be very careful. And we have to, one thing, we have to always see benefits to others. When we do benefits to others, so then we are all, we are getting benefited, and we are eligible to get liberated at the end of our life. When our end comes, at that time, Krishna definitely help us to liberate from the cycle of birth and death. You have to, don't have to go back again. So to another mother's womb, we go back to, even if you go to mother's womb, we will go to a great devotees. Correct, correct. From a great devotee mother, her whom we go, and there we come out, and forward our devotional service and get liberated. Okay, I'll stop here. And if any comments or any questions, okay, okay, very well, very well. Okay, what's the comment here?
I really like that point when you said that when you are preaching, we should know that we should do it only to do good to them.
Yes,
Of course, it will do good to us also, but like the thought process should be selfless.
yes, correct.
Sometimes we want to preach. Sometimes it may happen that our corrupt mind can try to seek some kind of fame,
Yeah,
some kind of recognition
yes,
that
yes,
I am the preacher.
correct,
So, like you said very nicely, that we should not keep that kind of mood. The
correct,
idea should be that we want to benefit the person.
correct,
And
exactly.
also, you said very nicely that actually we are not preaching. Krishna only is there in the heart. Paramaatma. He only speaking. He's
Yes.
only making him actually become converted like that.
Correct,
That's very
correct.
nice point, because we are. It is service which Krishna is giving us so that we get purified.
Correct, exactly.
So it is not that we are going to convert somebody. It is Krishna only who makes the whole thing.
Correct.
And also, you very nicely said that actually the self-realized people only can preach what we can preach.
Yeah.
That their words will penetrate the heart of the conditions.
Correct, correct. That's
But still, we have to do that because it is for our benefit.
correct.
We will be purified
Correct.
when we do that service to the Lord.
Correct.
And Lord, and we will be. You said that it will help us also, and Lord's heart also will be touched. You said.
Correct, correct.
It will touch the heart of the Lord also. We do that because Lord becomes very pleased.
Correct. Exactly. That's what Prahlad Maharaj is saying here. Prahlad Maharaj is saying, Prabhupada is saying, they both are saying like that. So we have to follow them. Okay? Okay. Srimad Bhagavatam ki jai. Prahlad Maharaj ki jai. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Sri Sri Radha Gopi Vallabh ki jai. Samaveta Bhakta Vrand ki jai. Thank you, Prabhus. And you know how to close this? How do I close it? Closing. I have to learn this all technique. Okay, Haribol.
Maybe here.
Uh, close. Okay, it's live, right? Okay. There should be there. Something should be there in that 3 lines.
Has it put on the Zoom or something? End stream here.
End stream. Okay. Okay, very good. Thank you so much, Prabhus.